Thank you so much for being here. My name is Darlene Lombos, and I'm the president of the Greater Boston Labor Council and a proud member of Local 939 Painters. Okay, Massachusetts, are you awake or am I waking you up? Okay, good. My name is Dali Dahash. I'm the executive director of Neighbor to Neighbor, and thank you. I love my people. And also a member of Luce and anchor of the hotline, the Luce hotline. All right, I cannot tell you how proud I am to see you all out here in the freezing cold in solidarity with the Minnesotans. Because right now they are under siege from the federal government in a lawless, militarized ICE operation that is daily violating the constitutional rights of citizens and residents of their state. The surge of ICE agents and U.S. Customs Border Protection is the largest to have happened in the country. Just to put it in context, ICE had 800 agents in Chicago with a population of 9 million. Minneapolis has 4,000 federal agents with a population of 3.5 million. That means there's no escaping them. They are everywhere. Here's what a dear friend and organizer in Minneapolis, Doran Schranz, said is happening on the ground over there. Standing at a bus stop, ICE agents roll up, they attack someone, shove them in their car, and drive off. They have gone door to door and rove around in big SUVs looking for immigrants to abduct. They stake out our schools and have tried to invade our daycares. They have set up checkpoints in interstates, and any person at any time can be pulled over and asked for identification or papers. If you do not comply, they have broken car windows, dragged people out, and detained them. They have followed people home, staked out particular residents they feel oppose them, and attempt to bully and threaten them, and in some cases with violence. And guess where federal agents are staging many of their operations? Home Depot! In Target and Home Depot.
And this is why we're here today at South Bay. Minnesotans are leading the charge for truth, resistance, democracy, and freedom, and that we know we can build together. They have reminded us that strong movements are made up of many communities, many leaders, organizations, and many struggles that join together into, let me go slow, into unstoppable, transformational force able to change the course of history. Just take a minute to look around. All of us, workers, organizations from every city in town, and our partners from all over the state, who share our values. And we are here because we know that the hope and the power, we can build the hope and the power to challenge corporate greed and disadministration. And we know that we can do what? We can win, people. We can win. But winning will need all of us. We need the leadership of our members. We need the power of the workers. We need the solidarity of our community partners. And we need the courage of elected leaders to continue the legacy of building a united front to resist and to challenge those who have always tried to divide us. So today, we stand in solidarity with Minnesota. Let's recommit to our shared struggles. Let's organize for respect and dignity in the workplace for our families and for our communities. And let's fight for the world that we know is possible as a broad and diverse, powerful, united front. So we're gonna do a little chant. You ready, Darlene?
Yeah, I'll do a union first and then we'll do community.
Let's go.
When I say union, you say power! Union! Power! Union! Power!
When I say community, you say power. Community! Power! Community!
Power! When I say justice, you say now! Justice! Now! Justice! Now! When I say fight, you say win.
When I say fight, you say win. Fight!
Win!
Fight!
Win!
I take orders.
Fight! Win! All right! Woo! Okay, we're gonna have our first speaker come up today. That's you.
Yeah. So we're going to have our faith leader, Rabbi Rebecca Hornstein, who is going to. You ready? Are you okay?
Okay. Safety first. Safety first.
All right. Hi, everyone. It is so wonderful to be here with you. What an incredible crowd of labor and community coming together today. My name is Rabbi Rebecca Zimmerman Hornstein. I'm the executive director of the Boston Workers Circle. We're 1,000 members strong, 125-year-old progressive Jewish community here in Boston. The Workers Circle was founded by a group of immigrant sweatshop workers, and they founded it to take care of each other as they built solidarity in the fight for a better world. Our founders believed that the future of the Jewish people is bound up in a shared future with our neighbors wherever we were. Today, I carry on their legacy as well as the legacy of my grandparents, who are Holocaust survivors. My grandmother was a partisan fighter in Warsaw who fought back and resisted fascism side by side with her neighbors of all religions and backgrounds. I'm also from South Minneapolis, the area where Renee Good was murdered by ICE agents 2 weeks ago, and an area at the center of a campaign of cruelty and brutality by our own government. When I talk to my friends and family in Minneapolis right now, they all have the same message. Whatever you are imagining it is like here, it is much, much worse. I hear their stories of teaching to empty classrooms because their students are too afraid to leave their homes. I hear their stories of being sprayed with chemical weapons by ICE agents for the crime of asking a question or for asking for their legal rights. And I hear their stories of seeing neighbors snatched from cars and abducted from bus stops. Shame. And these are just the first and second-hand stories from people I am personally in touch with. So it is impacting everyone. It is an escalation of the cruel tactics ICE has long used against our immigrant neighbors and continues to use right here in our own communities. Right now in the Jewish calendar, we are in the middle of reading the story of the Exodus from Egypt. The story of a tyrant obsessed only with his own power sounds familiar, and a story of people who stood up to say enough is enough. The first resistors in the story are two midwives who bravely defied Pharaoh's orders to kill Israelite children. One of these heroines is named Pua, and Jewish tradition tells us that her name comes both from the comforting cooing sound she would make when taking care of babies, and from the Hebrew phrase Hofia Pani, which means a confrontational face, for the way she boldly and defiantly stood up against the Pharaoh, even when it came at great risk and personal cost. The people of Minnesota have the same spirit of both care for each other and of fierceness. There's another message I hear over and over again from my friends and family in Minneapolis. The people are rising up and they are rising to the occasion. Everywhere ICE shows up, people are there to protect each other and to take care of each other. At their daycare centers, their schools, their workplaces, their places of worship, they are connecting with their coworkers, with the neighbors on their block, and they are fighting back. The response has been big, bold, beautiful, and deeply human in the face of immense inhumanity. The people of Minnesota are standing up to say, the more you tried to scare us, the more of us will show up. And because we know that what is happening in Minnesota is just a test to see what they can get away with and to try to make us here afraid too, we will also say, as the people of Massachusetts, the more you try to scare us, the more we will show up. So in the face of ICE, in the face of this administration, may we be like the midwives and may we be like the people of Minneapolis. May we stay caring and may we stay bold. May we hold each other close and may we be relentless in the face of oppression. May we have the wisdom to follow the lead of those among us who are carrying the heaviest weight, and may we boldly stand up to tyrants as though our own lives and liberation depended on it, because they do. They do! May we remember to keep our hearts soft and open to the pain of this moment, and let our grief spur us to the action this moment calls us to do. And may we walk together, standing in solidarity with each other, bravely, fiercely, and rooted in the deepest love and humanity and care. Amen.
Right now I'm going to introduce Alicia, who is coming all the way from New Bedford, who is a powerful immigrant leader and who has been in the forefront of ICE verification and attending to our neighbors.
Hello, everyone. Are we cold? Yes. Pero somos pueblo y no tenemos miedo. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. My name is Alicia Lopez, and I am from New Bedford. I'm from Mujeres Victoriosas. I'm the co-director, but I am an organizer. I am on the streets, and my power is with el pueblo, it's with the people, and I am thankful today to be here, called with every one of you. I am here today because my poor, strong New Bedford has been impacted by ICE. They came to our streets. New Bedford, it has been a population of a diversity population with many identities. We're brown, black, white, poor, rich. And they came to our streets to make us feel that we don't belong there, but we belong there because we make those streets. Those streets belong to us. And they came to us. They came to put fear. They came to put fear in our neighbors and to our workers, to our union workers. They didn't want them to work. They don't want them to work, but we'll continue working. And they came to put fear in our families. They broke our windows from our cars. They took people from their cars. And we had to look for them. They came to our neighbors and they wanted us to put fear in us. But New Bedford we're not scared. New Bedford said we would organize ourselves, we would find a way, and we would push to continue living. We would continue on having family gatherings, we will continue on having family time, we'll continue on working because we make the economy. Because this is our country. And no one is going to take us out of our streets and out of our country. No one. Not ICE, not anyone. As New Bedford, we decided to organize ourselves within many people, within organizations, faith leaders, with many movements, volunteers. If you guys go to New Bedford, you guys will see something strong and crazy over there. Because we are crazy. We are. We're patrolling the streets. Yes, we are. Because no one is doing that for us, so we do that. We patrol the streets. We are out there every day at 5 o'clock. Our verifiers are out there at 5 o'clock. And we have control of that. Not our mayor, because he has not come out yet. He's there inside. With fear, I guess, but not us, not el pueblo. Not el pueblo, we're not fear. We're here today to say
that we don't deserve to live like that. We're here to say that we want everyone to hear that New Bedford is strong and that we will continue fighting and that we need to live with dignity. We cannot continue living this way. We're moms, we're dads, we're grandparents, we're just people.
Yes.
That's what we are. Thank you so much. La lucha sigue sin miedo. Queremos a ICE afuera de nuestras casas, de nuestras ciudades y de nuestro país. El pueblo vive. Thank you, Alicia. Let's give it up for one more time for Alicia.
So next up, we are going to hear from someone who really knows what's going on the ground, specifically in our classrooms. We want to call up someone who's teaching in Chelsea Public Schools, special ed teacher Catherine Anderson.
Hi everybody, thank you for being here today. We're all here because we understand solidarity. Understanding solidarity means that we understand the connection between Minnesota and Massachusetts, the past and the present, others and ourselves. I'm only standing here today because nearly 100 years ago, someone who cared warned my great-grandfather about an impending immigration raid, and he was able to run to safety. We are all standing here together today because we know that what happens elsewhere can happen here. What happens to us can happen to our neighbors. Last spring, Chelsea students were detained by ICE after police were involved in a school-based incident. Dozens of our students have had family members and loved ones detained. ICE was in our elementary school parking lot for hours this fall. They are detaining people daily in the courthouse, blocks from our early learning center where our preschoolers and kindergartners learn. Our students and our members show up to school every day in an atmosphere of fear. In Minnesota, ICE has repeatedly destroyed the sanctity of school environments. Students have been tear gassed at school and detained at work. This week, a teacher in Minnesota was detained by ICE, turning into her workplace. And Renee Good was murdered by ICE agents after dropping off her child. That's why our sister unions of the AFT have called for the walkout today in Minnesota, happening right now. The educators there are on the front lines and know we need to do more to stop the assaults on our students and schools. We're also here in solidarity today because we know that our collective action is the only way that we can build a better and more just future for our students and our communities. In the face of this ongoing racist brutality, we are working together to forge a safer, kinder path. Union members in Chelsea have participated in ICE Watch through Luce, shared Know Your Rights materials with families, and are working with the district to set up responses to possible scenarios. Because we know that what happens in Minnesota could happen here. In Minnesota, our educator unions have worked tirelessly to get their children and their members released. Some places have had to pivot to shut down schools and pivot to hybrid learning. And today they're leading thousands of people out onto the streets to say, ICE out of Minnesota. The AFT is doing everything they can to support our union siblings there, and President Weingarten and our own state Fed President Jessica Tang are marching in Minneapolis with them today. We gather here in Boston, in Minneapolis, and all over the country today because we know our students deserve to live in environments of peace and safety. Our communities deserve to spend their resources on building for our children's future. Communities are built through care for each other, so let's keep looking out for each other and building that future together. ICE out.
Thank you. ICE out! 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 I know it's cold, but I promise y'all we're still on time. It just feels long because it's so cold. But I have good news! We have one more speaker! And it's another faith leader who hopefully will warm up your heart.
Good afternoon. My name is Daniel Montañez. I am a minister and the executive director of the Center for Public Theology and Migration, where we seek to transform narratives on immigration through reflection and action. My brothers and sisters, community and friends, what we collectively bear witness to today is what is called the necropolitics of immigration. The necropolitics of immigration is a politic of death that dictates who is allowed to live and who is allowed to die, who is considered valuable and who is considered disposable. The necropolitics of immigration can be seen in the executive orders declaring a state of emergency at our border to unlock military funds to continue to militarize our borders. It can be seen in the U.S. in the suspension of the U.S. refugee program, the CBP-1 app for asylum seekers, the cancellation of TPS, and other humanitarian parole programs. It can be seen in the disappearing of families, the deportation of children to unknown lands, and the enforcement of military upon civilians. The necropolitics of immigration can be seen in the racist and xenophobic attempts to redefine what it means to be a citizen by birth, the racial profiling of immigrants, and the privileging of white South Afrikaners over other ethnic groups. Make no mistake, xenophobia is the bedfellow of racism. And what we are witnessing today is the logical outworkings of a necropolitical imagination. I am reminded of the words of Christian Palestinian theologian Dr. Lama Mansour. We cannot leave the task of imagination to oppressors. When we leave the task of imagination to oppressors, alligator Alcatraz comes into being. When we leave the task of imagination to oppressors, Salvadorian mega prisons come into existence. When we leave the task of imagination to oppressors, genocide becomes justified by whatever means necessary, even theological. We cannot leave the task of imagination to oppressors. The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King knew this well, as on August 28, 1963, he stood before 250,000 people in Washington and said these words, "I have a dream." The task of imagination. I have a dream that one day the nation will rise up to live out the true meaning of its creed, that we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men and women are created equal, that the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood.
Yes.
I have a dream that my little 4 children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
Yes.
When we leave the task of imagination to oppressors, the Supreme Court justifies racial profiling of black and brown people. And when we lose sight of this dream, when we abandon the task of imagination, we abdicate this responsibility to oppressors. Therefore, today I ask you, what is the future that you imagine? What is the vision of beloved community that you have for the collective flourishment of all people? We have arrived at a defining moment in American history where we must choose between the politics of life and death. And what is needed in this hour is not a necropolitical imagination, but comprehensive immigration reform that honors the life, dignity, and unalienable rights of all people endowed by our Creator. Comprehensive immigration reform is the civil rights moment for the immigrant community today. And may we be remembered among those who pursued a politic of life over a politic of death.
Yes.
Let us engage in this task of imagination together.
Whose streets? Our streets. 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 So. This is the best protest I've been to. Indoors, taking the photo.
I love it.
And we are here, and we are asking you to be a good a community partner and publicly call for immediate end to the ice surge in Minnesota, and to affirm Target stores as the Fourth Amendment workplace by posting signage. So this is a National Day of Action.
Yeah, I'm Rabbi Rebecca Ornstein.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. And we're here, this is happening all over the country, National Day of Action with unions and community groups and just people who are looking at what's happening with ICE and with the surge and just feel disgusted and horrified by it. And we're just asking Target to be good neighbors to all of us and do everything that Target can do in its power to protect our community.
I'll absolutely take this and I'll send this up on behalf of everybody, but I appreciate it.
And I'd like to also make the axe alongside everyone, half of us, but everyone we represent. We make the axe that you post the signage that says federal agents and law enforcement, no entry without a warrant, signed by a judge, and state that this is a Fourth Amendment workplace. We ask that to understand the solidarity with workers in Minnesota, across the nation, across the community, and locally as well. So
I'll take it, I'll send it up, not my call, but I'll send everything up.
Okay.
Cool?
We would love to see that posted though.
I'll see what I can do, I'll send it up.
How do you feel about keeping workers safe?
I can't comment on that. I can give you like Target's official press team, and I can give you contact information from them.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
So much. Of course. Have a good one, guys.
We'll be back.
All right. Thank you.
So that's no.
Ice out now!